Come ride the magical, incredible, fantastical. Come ride the very airy library.
Welcome to the Very Airy Library.
Wow, it's awesome.
And it flies?
Each week,
Hey,
there's a
Mr.
new
Sam.
journey from a prominent author.
What is this place?
A few friends
Your
with us,
stand?
we about to travel on before.
Welcome, tiny human.
Ride the magical, incredible, fantastical. Come ride the very airy library.
I think we're ready to go.
Man, Stan, I'm really glad you called me in. These booger recipes are becoming more and more popular with these kindergartners and first graders. You know, there is a lot of snot on TikTok.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Kobi the Wiz, I am so glad to have you here at the Very Airy Library. Thanks for coming on such a short notice.
Hey, man, glad to be here. Thanks for the invitation,
Yes,
man.
sir. I know this is a busy season for you with all the boogers and snot going around, but we have a problem here at the Very Airy
got a
Library.
problem?
Yeah. Philo.
Philo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Think it's a good idea
Okay.
to make twice baked,
Ooh, I like desserts twice baked. Let's go.
once fried.
Once fried, let's go.
You know, they say everything fried is good. Once fried,
Once fried.
booger pie.
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna say that's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, you know, they say anything you fry is good, but I don't know
Yeah,
about
let's
that.
say no.
And I know you're a booger expert because you've written a book about boogers.
Did write a book about boogers. You know, I'm somewhat of a boogerologist.
Wait, that sounds like a marine biologist or a zoologist. What is a boogerologist?
Well, you know, the ologist is the study of. So boogerology or boogerologist is someone who studies boogers. You know, the makeup of boogers and how these boogers have come to be.
Okay.
But that's not my full-time job. You know, that's just kind of like my side hustle.
Okay,
You know,
so-
that's part-time gig.
So what's your full-time job?
So my full-time job, I am actually a master teacher and an international award-winning author. So I go to schools and do authors visits and reading and writing workshops with kids and work with teachers and leaders around culture, climate, helping schools and people to be better. That's the work.
Man, that's awesome. That's one of our main focuses here at the Very Airy Library, taking education seriously, literacy. That's what we're all about. So thank you for the work that you're
Hey,
doing.
man, I'm happy to do it. Thank
Yeah.
you for being here and acknowledging it.
Yeah, so let's get back to Kooga Munga Chooga.
Yeah.
So what inspired this book?
I was coming from the West Coast one time, took a red-eye flight, super tired, driving home, you know, driving to my house and stopped at a red light, happened to look over and I see a guy in a car just going to town.
Now, what happened next?
And so what happened, I guess that in you know, put something on my mind, because when I got home and went to sleep, you know, the first thing that came to me was a very, very weird phrase. It was Kooga Munga Chooga. And so I woke up and I said, what is that? So I lay back down, I hear it again, Kooga Munga Chooga. So I was like, this must be a story.
Okay.
So I get up, I start writing, and I write these words. There was a boy named Donald, and he was so sweet. But let me tell you what Donald loved to eat. It wasn't candy, and it wasn't sugar. Donald loved to eat his boogers. Kooga Munga Chooga. I really love to eat my boogers, and so the book was birthed.
So let me go back to when you saw that man in the car. He was going to town.
Going
but
to town.
Did he have a tasty treat?
Well, you know, he did kind of have a tasty treat.
Wow.
You know, so you know, there's a piece in the book and it says, old and young, student or teachers, you know, all of us at some point been booger eaters. So
We tell our fellow story explorers, ideas are all around us.
All around us.
And from your story, you're telling how this was developed. They come at times we can least expect it. But I love that you acted on that idea, because if you would have went to sleep,
it might not have come.
it might not have come.
Yeah.
So-
yeah, you know, as authors, sometimes when the ideas comes, if you don't act on it then, it goes away.
Yeah. So inside this book, it talks about what boogers are. Can you tell us what a booger is?
I can definitely tell you what a booger is. And in the words of Donald, he tells the people that a booger is a tasty treat. He refers to it as the other brown meat. But I can tell you that that's not what a booger is. The doctor tells him that boogers are dirt and boogers are germs. And when you eat a booger, it's kind of like eating worms.
Ugh.
So, recommendation right off top is the eating of boogers and making booger desserts. We'll have to stop.
Stanley, I must admit, this wizard you brought is exactly who we needed.
I wish I had a nose with big old snotty boogers. Kids have all the fun.
Well, that's it for today, fellow story explorers. Remember to to always be kind and never judge a book
Or a person
by their cover.
And don't eat your boogers.
Don't you do it. We're watching.
Stories can teach us a lot about ourselves. I hope you'll consider picking up this insightful book for your next read.